Ren, see if your mom needs any help. Hi, John.
Steve, can you always hear me or I have to press some kind of microphone?
You're by default, everybody is muted by default.
Okay.
If you want to speak, you can just unmute yourself.
All right. Got it. So Dylan is coming in soon, right?
Yeah, he'll be joining us in a minute. And you got my emails from my new agent emails and everything? Good.
Yes, I did. It was awesome. Thank you so much.
I got your new email. I got you in the system. You should have gotten some welcome emails.
Yeah,
And when you're ready, we can talk about getting you on our technology platform.
I want to get that as soon as possible. I was trying to get from Anna, a friend of ours.
Mhm.
She is also part of the team. I wanted to practice with her chime, but
Okay.
she said she doesn't know her password because whenever she goes in, she doesn't have to type anything. It goes automatically. So she
Okay.
doesn't really know her password, but she's gonna find out and send it to me. I want to get familiar before I download it.
Okay. Well, I'm the admin for that system and the trainer and everything. So if you have any questions about it, don't hesitate to reach out.
All right, thank you so much.
My email and my cell phone number is always on the email signature of my emails.
Okay.
So for the last 3 months, I've been working from home. So
Yeah.
I'm available, but I am working from home. I'm here in Broward.
Thank God nowadays technology allow us to do it.
You're in the Doral office, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
No, right now. Oh, yeah. Now I'm home, but I'm from
But
the raw
but
office.
you're connected with that office, that
Uh-huh.
Daylon's
But
office. Gotcha.
but
Okay.
but there is a satellite. Dylan told me there is a satellite office in Coral Springs, which is a lot closer to my house because I live in Deerfield.
Oh, you live in
So
Deerfield.
Deerfield to yeah, that's the area I'm trying to farm.
Okay. I'm in
Yeah,
Deerfield.
Deerfield, Pompano, Boca, this
That's
area.
where I'm at now. What area?
Oh, really? I
Yeah.
am between Sample and 10th
Okay.
on military trail.
Okay. Well, we're neighbors. I'm near Crystal Lake.
Really?
Yep.
Crystal Lake. Crystal Lake must be right next to me, I think.
Crystal Lake is right by it's right by Sample and Military.
Crystal Lake, Crystal Lake. We're really neighbors, Steve.
Yeah.
I am on Green Road and exactly Green Road and military.
Oh, we're neighbors. I could walk to your house.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I know where you're at.
It's called Water's Edge.
Yeah. You're right. We're neighbors. I'm right there. I'm right next to you.
I love this area. I love this community so much. I have 3 units here. I love it.
Yeah, it's a good area.
So more people are coming in.
Is there my old friend Esther? Hi, Esther.
Hi, how are you guys?
Good. Welcome. Welcome.
Oh yeah, I'm still alive.
It's
Very
good
good, very
to
good.
one of
Can you
these
imagine?
one of
Can you
these days you're going to
imagine?
show your face and I'm going to see you. You're going to turn your camera on.
Maybe in 50 years from now, if I'm still alive.
I'm sure. I'm sure. Welcome. Hi,
Thank you.
Jonathan. Maria.
How are you, sir? How you doing?
Very good. And John, to answer your question, yes, we do have a location in just off up Wiles Road, right up from you, directly up Green Road turns into Wiles Road, and it's right up there, just past 441.
That's good because if I ever need something from the office or work out of the office, I can just drive there. It's a lot closer than Doral.
There's Daylon. Hey, Daylon.
Hey everybody,
Hey, Dylan.
how are you?
Very good, very good.
Happy Friday, sir.
Happy Friday, Steve. Happy Friday to everybody. Gene, so happy to see you, man. Thank you for joining us today.
Oh, thank you.
You know, Daylon, it turns out Gene and I are neighbors.
No, for real?
Yeah, he lives like a quarter mile from me. I could walk to his house from where I'm at right now.
Oh, wow, that's funny.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
You know, Jean, they have a new development they're developing over here called Valeros. You've heard of that one? That'd be a
Oh,
good,
I've been there. It looks
that'd be a
great. It looks really nice.
great community. And it's, I think they're over half full already, half sold out already though.
Almost feels like it doesn't belong in this area.
Yeah, right?
Is it a rental community or it's a
No, it's a single family detached homes. Well, they have townhomes too. They got the attached homes. But
nice?
it's single family homes, and it starts in the mid to high threes to low fours, and some of them are
Yeah.
five bedrooms. You can get a lot of home in there for
Uh-huh.
400.
It's really nice over there.
And
Yeah,
that's built by who? Lenore?
it's a Lennar community. Yep,
Lenore community. That's the one you were talking about, Steve?
that's the one I was talking about. But I went to go to market it, and they didn't give very good incentives, so I was a little bit disincentivized.
Yeah, Lenore. Unless they have like properties, like they can, rent it out, like I mean, not rent it out, but sell it like immediately. The inventory ones, they won't give more than 3%.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Hi, Nala, Josephina, Diana, Reza, Monica.
Nala is a new agent with us. She just joined a couple days ago.
Welcome.
Hey, welcome.
Welcome, Nala. Hi, Jane. Hi, Ida.
Hey, Steve.
I got your email, Jane. I'm responding after this.
Okay, sounds good. I'll touch base with you.
Hello.
I hope everybody's having a great Friday so far.
Yes.
It's been a slow progression. First it was these.
The office is open, but most of us are still working remotely. We're working from home. I mean, we don't want to have that many people at the office at the same time. But yeah, technically the office is open. Doral is open. North Miami is open. Pretty much by appointment only for the agents that want to work out of it.
Got it.
And everyone, let me just state for the record that we are recording this, so please be aware. We do record it and make it available for reviewing later and for sharing and for content and things like that. So please be aware this is being recorded. And we're on Facebook Live too, so feel free to share with any friends on Facebook. It's on the Broker Nation Doral Facebook page. Make sure you friend us and please share. It's open to all Miami realtors. You can forward that email that you guys have probably gotten from me too. You probably got lots of emails with me pestering you about reminders, and you can forward that to all the realtors in your database.
Yeah.
Hi, Judy. Diane.
Hi.
Samantha. Hi, Samantha.
Hi,
Hi, Diane. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How's everybody?
Good.
Very good.
Steve, I'm gonna be sharing the screen for a moment during the presentation.
Okay, try it now.
Yes, now I can. Perfect. All right, let's see. All right, let's go ahead and start. Let me start off by asking you guys, what is this one? I couldn't access it. Give me 1 second. Okay. All right, guys. So before I start, how many of you wouldn't love to have a lot more listings? Right? All of us would like to have
All of us,
more
yeah,
listings, right?
yeah,
All of us.
definitely.
So I want to talk to you guys today about how to get more listings, and this is an idea, or this is something that I personally be working on. I've always done this since I started in real estate years ago, and it's working with for sale by owners. Now we all familiar with for sale by owners, but how do you get listings from for sale by owners? Maybe some of you have worked with them before or been able to get listings from them before. But one strategy, and I'm gonna show you how that's moving in the market today, although we should be very careful and we should be taking precautions because of what we're dealing with right now, but that's still a strategy that we should implement if you really want to get more listings. Now, I call this the low-hanging fruit, and I'll show you how. So how to get listings from for sale by owners, open houses. All right, so I'll show you how you can do that. When I first became an agent, I dealt with the same struggle that a lot of new agents encounter, which is getting solid listings. Now, I tried working with buyers, but even buyers were a little skeptical of my skill set since I had no listings on. So then one day, I struck with what I call gold with my first for sale by owner. Briefly, the way it happened, I was driving through a neighborhood and one day, and I saw the for sale by owner sign. I grabbed the flyer, called a guy, asked if I could come over. Long story short, I listed the home, sold it, and ever since I've been hooked to that. Now, for sale by owners can be considered a low-hanging fruit, like I mentioned, and that's what I consider. But that doesn't mean that we as agents don't need to plan for it. There's a right way and there's a wrong way to approach this kind of selling. And knowing the right way will convert them. Now, there are dialogues, techniques, there's a lot of things. And those are the things that I strive to work at and get better at since I'm working with that segment of the market. That's always been my strategy as far as getting listings and not having having very, very little competition. Now, what's the best part of listing a for sale by owner? Well, it's a special kind of victory if you think about it. The seller didn't originally want to work with an agent, but you successfully proved that they do. In fact, they do need you, and now they need you more than ever. One of my favorite or my most effective methods for getting in the door to attend for sale by owners is through open houses. I think this method is smart for a number of reasons, and I'll give you 4 good reasons why you should probably implement this in your business. When you attend for sale by owners open houses, number 1, you don't have any barriers for entry. Open houses are quite literally open to anyone. You don't need to call ahead of time or set up an appointment before you come over. Number 2, you can evaluate the property. When you drop by a for sale by owner open house, you can check out the home and assess its potential value. You can take inventory and any need improvement or areas that the home that you could highlight in your marketing strategy. So you can assess the value just by going in there. Number 3, you can establish a relationship with the Facebook or the for sale by owner when they're most open to meeting with people. If you approach them in a non-confrontational, hands-off way, you can lay the foundation for working with them now or in the future. And number 4, you can leave marketing materials behind. Think about it. Whether you get to speak with the homeowner or not, thereby establishing your credibility over the agent who might also stop by. Facebook open houses present a great opportunity to grow your business if you approach them the right way. Now, consider the following as your how-to guide to get started. Now, I put together 5 ways that you can probably do this. And again, consider this as your how-to guide. So let's start with number 1, which is find out about for sale by owner open houses in your area. And I'm gonna share my screen real quick so I can show you one strategy on how you can do this. And this is using Zillow. Give me 1 second. Let's see. Give me 1 second, I'm trying to open this. For some reason, it's not allowing me. But it's not on your end, Steve. It's on my. Well, I can, from some reason, my computer, I'm having some issues here. Anyways, so I'll walk you through it, and I'll give you some directions how to do exactly that. So if you can on your browser and on your screen or your computer, try opening a browser, and you do your search, and go to Zillow.com. Now on Zillow.com, if you go there, Zillow is a great source to finding out upcoming for sale by owners or open houses in your area. From Zillow homepage, type in the desired market area in the search bar. Now, when you go there, I personally, I would do Miami-Dade County, so you can get the entire area, or you can do Broward County. But for this example, let's use Miami-Dade County. Now, if you go to Miami, to Zillow, and you put in the search Miami-Dade County, then you will go under filter the results. And under for sale, you have to uncheck all boxes except the box that says by owner. So you're gonna uncheck every other boxes in there, and then leave the by owner. Under more, once you get the results, under more, you're gonna check the box that says must have open houses. Now, when I do that on choosing obviously Miami-Dade County, there's 9 for sale by owners happening in the area. 9 for sale by owners. And they tell you exactly the day, the time, everything that is happening in the upcoming for sale by owners. So starting today to Thursday. Has anybody been able to do it?
Delon, I got to the point where for sale, right? So, and then, I put in Miami-Dade County, then I put for sale.
Yeah.
And then the next screen that I got was Miami-Dade County with a map, and I don't see where we're supposed to go next to see where the open houses would be.
Okay, then go to where it says more. When you see the map, you see it says for sale, price, bed and bath, home type.
More. Got it. Okay.
Go to more and click must have open house.
Must have open house. Okay, got it.
You click there, and then you're gonna get about 9 results. Do you see it?
I don't see results yet. Must have open houses. Oh, you have to put done first.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. And then I see 1.
You're gonna see about 9 red dots.
9 red dots.
And on the
I see a bunch of red dots.
On the right-hand side, it says Miami-Dade County, Florida, open houses.
Yeah.
That says 9 results, and then it tells you the price, address.
I don't have 9 results.
That's strange because I just got it here.
Yeah. So if I go back to more, and I go to
the only one you should have checked will be must have open house.
Must have open house tours under tours, and then I put.
Click done.
That's it. Click on done.
Right.
And I don't I have something on the map that pops up that says one home in Redland Gardens. And then to the right, there's a bunch of pictures of homes for sale.
Yes.
Open daily by appointment, open daily, call for appointment, open daily by appointment, open Saturday. I mean, there's not 9, there's like a whole bunch, because we're doing Miami-Dade County. And everything with the red dot. I mean, oh my God, there's like 5 pages of it.
Yeah,
So
no.
I think it's better to narrow it down to the city that you want. Like if you want Miami Beach or you want Buena
You got
Vista.
something. You probably got something else. Let me see if I can share this. Oh, my computer for privacy issues is not letting me share the screen right now.
Okay.
If I do that, it's gonna kick me out and then it'll let me back in. So if you give me a second, I probably can do that. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, I'm putting in a city, and when I put in Miami Shores, I just get like 3. So
Yeah, give me 1 second. Let me
Go ahead.
see if I can get out and get back in. Hold on.
Oh, there's 4. Okay. All right, this makes sense.
Okay, can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Excellent. All right, so you see here, I'm in Celo. On my search bar, it says Miami-Dade County. Then I have for sale,
Uh-huh.
price, beds and baths, home type, then more. On the
Mhm.
more, I have must have open house.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have anything else here.
Done.
And then I have on my right hand side, okay, I have marked the entire Dade County and I have 9 results.
Okay, on my map, when I did put Miami-Dade County, I had like 50 red dots. So it was different. But then I put in Miami Shores, and there were only 4 red dots in the whole city of Miami Shores. So I get the process.
There's not that many open houses. So look, when you go here to for sale, you gotta click the
Oh, there's the missing step by owner.
yeah, that's the one I was saying at the beginning. You have to go to for sale, then you gotta unclick everything else and just leave
Got
it
it.
by owner.
Okay, yeah. All right, that's a missing step I didn't have.
I
All
hadn't
right.
seen it either.
Thanks, Dylan.
All right, no problem.
Thanks for asking that.
So now you should have the 9 results, Miami-Dade.
Yeah.
So if you notice, then here you're getting 9 properties that they're having open houses. And then if you go here on the picture, I mean, you can go individually one by one, but you can just look at on the picture, it says open Saturday 1 through 4, Monday 12 to 3, Saturday 1 to 4. Like each property tells you exactly when they're having an open house. All right, and this is why Zillow is very valuable when it comes to that.
Sorry to interrupt, Daylon, but I just got a call, a message from one of our longtime listeners and fans, and she was on Facebook. She said that you need to click on for sale and then uncheck everything except open house.
Yeah, that's what we just did.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the first step that I said. When you go to Zillow, you go to for sale, you gotta unclick everything and then only the open house for sale by owner. Once you got the for sale, the by owners only, then you're gonna go to more and then click open houses. Most have open house. And then you have the 9 results. Now you can do that by city, you can do that by county, however you want to do it. I did it by city because you can see everything in Miami-Dade County. I tried doing like individual cities, but you might be left out. Like for example, if you do Kendall, Florida, there might be an unincorporated area that is not showing up on the Kendall, Florida. So you might miss out on any open houses. So when you do a county, you're gonna get everything so far that's showing up. So that's the strategy, guys. Now, you can also search Craigslist. You can do Facebook Marketplace for sale by owner listings in your area that are advertising open houses. So Zillow, definitely, this is a tool that you can probably use. Or you can use Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace for this type of, to find open houses that have been advertised. Now, number 2, it will be to prepare your materials for the open house. Now, you shouldn't just blindly show up to this Facebook open houses without a clear plan on marketing strategy in place. You got to do your research. You got to research the home ahead of time, put together listing information, and tailor a type of handwritten note, if you can, for the sellers in the event that you don't get to speak with them. Now, me personally, I don't go into an open house without all the sales activity. Instead, I try to do a little research on the neighborhood, know what's going on in that neighborhood. So do some research on that particular neighborhood, especially if you're not familiar with that. So prepare what you'll say to the homeowner, and if you get, in case you get the chance to interact with them, and if possible, practice with a colleague or a friend or a family member the scenario. What if you're talking to the seller at the time of the open house? So again, do your homework, put together a presentation, and be prepared to wow the seller. Number 3, at the open house, establish a connection with the owner. When you enter the open house, if there are other buyers speaking to the homeowners, take that time to tour the house and take note of any outstanding features that you can bring up when you do speak with them. If you're able to speak with the homeowner, use the following list of questions to continue the conversation after you introduce yourself. You can ask questions like, what is your asking price? What upgrades or updates does the home have? How long have you lived here? What is your time frame for moving? Have you had any offers? Where are you moving to? So this is kind of like questions that open up a conversation that you can gather a lot of information about the sellers. The point of this question is to find out why the for sale by owner is selling and why they have chosen to sell on their own. Now, this allows you to tailor your strategy and overcome any roadblocks to listings with them now or in the future. You can also bring up unique features of their home that you can market to the right buyers. And this, my friend, is your chance to do a bridge listing presentation and show them the benefits of working with you. Number 4 will be, if you don't have a chance to speak with a seller, you can leave behind some marketing materials. If the homeowners, they're busy engaging with potential buyers, which is what they're supposed to be doing during the open house, it's important not to interrupt. So if you're able, thank the homeowner for showing you the home and leave them with any marketing materials that you have put together. If you don't get a chance to introduce yourself, leave some materials somewhere that the seller won't be able to ignore them, like on the steps or a table near the entrance of the home. Leave behind a handwritten note that explains everything you have left them and why you think it can help them. This will show that you care and that you have put time and thought into the home sale. And number 5, the last one, will be to follow up a few days after the open house. Now, the key, and the key to any successful listing campaign is the follow-up. A few days after the open house, follow up to ask the homeowners if they had any success at the open house and if they have any questions about the materials you left them. If they are receptive to talking with you, ask them if they might be able to come by to discuss their home sales in more detail. And you can even come up with talking points to get the sellers to meet with you after an open house. Talking points like, if you think the home is underpriced, you can lead with that and explain to them how you can help them get more money even after your commission has been paid. Another one would be if their home isn't staged, you can probably offer to give them a free staging consultation to help them improve the showing condition of the home. Or if you notice any inexpensive repairs or upgrades that the homeowners could do to get more money for the home, you can offer to a walkthrough and give them simple renovations idea. Or if the pictures of their home are low quality, you can also offer to come by and take some professional quality photos. If they question your motivation, you can explain that you're offering them a free sample of what you can do to sell their home. Above all, you gotta avoid pushy sell tactics, and instead, you gotta position yourself as a knowledgeable professional who wants to help them have the most successful sell possible. So again, I left the screen on Zillow. Again, you can use Zillow for that. You can use any other type of tools, Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist. I mean, there's a lot of sites that a lot of for sale by owners, they put in their information and they're asking, they're in hopes that they can find a buyer that can help them out. So again, those are strategy to find listing through for sale by owners open houses. Of course, there's other strategies that you can use when you're talking to the for sale by owner. I mean, obviously, if they're not using a realtor, but they're still trying to do open houses during this pandemic, perhaps you can, put them up to date of strategies that you're using or ways that you're using precautions to be able to bring in qualified buyers into the property. You can show them how they can still do for sale by owners, but in a more professional setting, and you can put your expertise into that or into your presentation. So that's an idea for you guys to start using right now. Even during this time, again, if you go back to Zillow and you see there are 9 open houses just listed on Zillow. If you try other sites and you cross-reference them, you might be surprised. You might find a lot of other open houses that they're not listed on Zillow, and you can add to your list of houses to visit over a weekend or the next couple of weeks. The point is, this is the low-hanging fruit. These people are interested in selling, and you could be the person that they use to list their home. So what do you guys think about that strategy?
It's a good tip. A good place to go. How much time would you spend, do you think, on researching that particular type of market strategy for like the FSBO open houses? Would you spend like an hour a day, a couple hours a week? What would you recommend?
Well, you can narrow it down to an area. For example, if I'm working in the Hialeah area, I think in Hialeah there was like a couple houses that they have listed for sale. And what I could do is I can go into the MLS or different sites that you can probably see more or less. It gives you a broad idea of Hialeah, how the properties are moving. You can do a research on their home and how much properties are selling in that area. So when you get into a conversation, you already have, okay, how much the properties are selling, the ones that are active, who they're competing with, and how you can market the property to a buyer that's looking in that area. So I would say, maybe an hour, 2 hours, depending how long it will take you to really, comprehend that market area. If you're not, that's if you're not working in that segment of the market.
There's so many strategies and routes to go. It's sometimes hard to focus on one or the other, or see how much time you should allot to each,
Yeah. That's very true. But again, you have to, one of the things that we have talked about a lot, and even Steve in his trainings, when you're doing marketing, you want to narrow it down to an area. So, and then you can grow from there. But you got to narrow it down to an area, because you got to know that area well. That's the area that you're marketing to, that you're getting to know yourself at, and you want people to engage with you in a way. That's your community. So if you can market to that area, obviously getting ready for any open houses there or engaging with a seller, it won't take you that long. And now you can probably have a few areas that you're familiar with. For example, I've always been in the Kendall, Doral area, center of Miami. So I'm mostly familiar with that area. Now, if you talk to me about Aventura, Sunny Isles area. I have to do my research depending on the property. Obviously, that's going to take me a little bit more time. But the idea is that you can, nowadays, it's so easy just to gather information. Now you have the property that you want to target. You can do your market research based on that property. So by the time you go, you already have some marketing material. You don't have to go deeply in depth into, getting, be the expert of that area, but you do have to do a little research.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and I think that works for you too, in your line of business, right? I mean, when they're selling a house, most likely they're gonna need property inspections. So perhaps this is something that you can put together as well.
Absolutely. I mean, I have a lot of different hats that I wear. I mean, I am a licensed agent, but yeah, inspections is definitely something I'm licensed to do as well. And what happens with the geographical area is that we know that different areas have different construction techniques, different age properties. So we have different things to look for. I didn't really think about that. I guess you're saying maybe visit these clients during their open houses as well to give them some feedback as to what they might be able to do to help them prepare.
Absolutely.
Or
Yeah.
set the expectations.
Yeah. Again, these are people that they do need the services. The reason why they're listing for sale by owners, because obviously they want to save some money on perhaps, using an agent and not paying commission, but they don't realize everything that goes into selling a property and the hiccups that could present, along the way. But you come along and then you have products and services that can ease that worry and all the work that goes into it. So when you show them your potential, when you show them how valuable you can be to them.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting. You mentioned that. I went to I had a warehouse listed for rent, and around the corner there was a FSBO. So of course, we want to visit them, say, hey, listen, I got this warehouse for rent around the corner. It's a packing house. And, they're very receptive. We talked. They weren't really ready to list with me yet, but I did visit them. I saw the property and I noticed a few things that I was able to point out. They're still for sale by owners, so they were very appreciative of those details, because that way when they go to actually sell it, it's not going to come up on the report. So yeah. And again, what I mentioned today, it's just an idea on how you can introduce yourself and build some rapport with the sellers. And that's the idea, build a relationship with them, whether they use you now or maybe, down the line or in the future, but they met you and you took the time and interest in their home and what they're trying to accomplish. And worst case scenario, you don't list their property. Now you have another contact in your database that perhaps they can, refer you to somebody else. So it's all about building relationships. And this is a good way of doing that based on trying to solve a need in that moment. And again, this is our 9 properties listed for sale by owner doing open houses on their own. So if you were to swim by, just meet them and say hello and gather some information, and even, show them how they can, take precautions now even doing for sale by owners, and how you have had success in this selling process of this type of properties and other ways of doing open houses. Maybe they haven't thought about doing open houses virtually, and because you've been attending these trainings and engaging with us, now you know how to do open houses virtually and put together presentations and doing all that stuff. Now you can show them and they'll see how valuable you can be. So you can implement a lot of strategies into your marketing. Let me ask you, what should your expectation be as an agent going to visit these properties? I know you mentioned that, you may not get the listing now, you may get it later. I know personally, I've gotten a listing immediately after calling someone without even meeting them face to face, because they just wanted to sell and they were ready to go. And then another one, it took a while. It took like almost a year before they said, you know what, let's go ahead and let's talk, So you're saying that by going and visiting these people, you're building the relationship. You really shouldn't be expecting to get that listing at that time. You should be giving yourself time and just continue planting seeds. And
well, no. On the contrary, you should expect to get the listing. You got to go in for the win. Now, if it doesn't happen, you're still building that relationship. So you're still winning. But yeah, you go in ready to list the property if you can. So make sure you take your documents too.
Okay.
All right, guys. So that's what I wanted to share with you. Another strategy that you can implement nowadays into your business. I see Marta is joining us today. Hi, Marta. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. I hope everybody's doing well. Wonderful information, Dalen. I love it. I love that attitude, and that's what we need to do, that positive attitude. And I think that that shines through when you make that connection and you make that relationship. I think that that defines the relationship from the very beginning when you have that positive attitude. So a wealth of information, and thank you guys. Thank you for that.
Thank you, Marta. Hey, Steve, what's going on, man?
Hi, Daylon. I agree. Great information. We didn't really talk about FISBOs at all in any of the trainings that I've done with the lead generation and marketing and social media. But that goes to show that there's a lot of different strategies that you can employ out there. And I think there's just a ton of opportunity in even this challenging environment right now in our business, in our industry. And I know that you know, we're working hard at Broker Nation to try to empower all of our agents to really stay ahead and keep their business strong during this time, right?
Absolutely. A couple of weeks ago, Steve, we had a whole week training on getting listings, right? So a couple of days ago, I was thinking about that. I was thinking, okay, other ways. I mean, I've always worked with for sale by owners. I think they're very simple. A lot of agents that tend to get discouraged or they get afraid of talking to a seller but if you think about it, it's so simple to get a listing from a for sale by owner and building that relationship with it, because a lot of agents, they're not doing that. So your competition is now way, you know, the list is way smaller. So you can take that and, you know, use that to your advantage. And knowing that if somebody right now in this market, they want to do a for sale by owner and they want to do an open house, I mean, those two things right there that are red flags. I mean, that you can definitely take advantage of and introduce yourself and go by the area, leave some marketing material, a magazine, anything marketing related that you can leave behind, besides of showing them how you can, you know, market online and offline using the tools that we have taught. So that was a great training that whole week. And if you want to know more and see the strategies that we share with you guys, feel free to reach out to Steve. We make that available to the agent for Broker Nation. But feel free to reach out to us and we'll make it available for you. So, you know, you can go back and see that training.
Can I contribute something to all the agents here?
Please, feel free.
It's from my other hat as an inspection company inspector. But this may help when you're going to visit those FISBOs and do that listing presentation. There's a tool that will help you analyze the deal. It'll help you find out what systems have been replaced, what permits have been pulled, if they've been closed, and who they did it. So that way you go in prepared, and sometimes you may even have more information than that actual seller has. You think that would be helpful?
Yes.
Well,
Definitely.
Well, if you guys are interested, we offer this to all agents, even before the inspection. And there's no obligation to do the inspection with this, of course. This is a resource. I'm actually going to put it in the comments here. If you send us an email to buildfax@atlanticbuildinginspections.com with the address, you know, buildfax in the subject line, we'll send you as many reports as you'd like. And hopefully that'll help you as a tool and you go prepared. Put it right now.
Awesome.
That sounds great. Thanks, Miguel.
Let's say you're doing your listing presentation. You can use it there. You're working with a buyer and you want to save time because you know they're on a budget and maybe they need to replace the roof or they're looking for something they can negotiate. And that might be a way to identify that.
Are you going to put your email address in the chat?
Absolutely, I'll be happy to.
Okay, thank you.
You know, years ago, I think back in, I think it was like 2002, 2003. one of the things I used to do is I had put together a folder, kind of like a folder like the ones that we have for Broker Nation, those pretty folders. So I had a folder like that, and it would say for sale by owner first aid kit. So when I will go to an open house, for sale by owner open house, or I'm driving by a neighborhood and I see an open house, my job was to just call them up. Those were my cold calls back in the day. Just gathering as many for sale by owner contacts and getting back to the office and just calling up all those for sale by owners. I had a little script just to, like questions to ask, what type of information, and set up a meeting just to go and see the house. Now, by the time I would go to the house, I had my for sale by owner first aid kit. Basically, what it was a folder, and inside I had listing agreement. I had information about title company, the type of documents that they will need if they're for the title work when they're selling the property. I had a copy of a contract, information on inspection, information on appraisal, and the information on the market. How the market is moving, the prices, the price range, and all that stuff. And then obviously information on how much money they should be able to get if they list with a realtor rather than not using an agent for the sale of the home. So it was really, really brief, and all the information was in there. So that allowed me to show them, obviously, when I would show them my for sale by owner first aid kit, they would laugh, like, oh, that's cute. But then it will allow me to open it up and go through the documents and listen, when you sell your house, these are the documents you gotta go through. Assuming that everything goes well and smooth, and he will listen to me because they're obviously interested in that. So perhaps that's something that we can implement, considering that we're in the middle of a pandemic, a for sale by owner first aid kit. And we can probably put information in there, information from the title company, information from an inspection company, and then put it in there and give them like a guide of what to expect during a sale of your home. And how you can help them. Obviously, you want to throw in there your marketing material. So that's just another idea. We can create our own for sale by owner first aid kit.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I see you put here your information. Perfect.
Absolutely. If anyone has a question about construction methods or techniques, I can tell you, kind of help you set your clients' expectations. So we know they build houses differently in different eras than they do now. So like pre-1970, I can tell you, keep your eye out for fabric wiring, cast iron, galvanized pipes. 90s, we had the polybutylene piping. And then in the 2000s, we had, the Chinese drywall, things like that. If you have any questions about, I'd be happy to be here as a resource for anyone. Just like you guys are sharing information with me and I'm learning as much as I can, I'd be happy to do the same for you guys.
Thank you, Miguel. Really appreciate that.
Thank you, guys.
All right, guys. So that was Real Estate Friday for you. Feel free to reach out to us if you have any suggestions or things that we can probably do together as a team to improve or the way we approaching this sellers, or ways that we can get more listings in today's market. So I encourage everyone to feel free to reach out to us anytime.
Awesome.
Steve, well, you wanted to add anything else about what's coming up next week or any other information?
Yeah, next week we have on Monday, of course, we have Mindset Monday and then Real Estate Friday next week. We don't have any Tuesdays or Thursday sessions because I'm going through and doing one-on-one training and consultations with our in-house real estate agents. So if any of you, I did not reach out to you already about your strategy, your marketing strategy for the next 6 months, getting it through through the end of the year, then be sure to reach out to me and let's talk. We've been kind of putting together some one-on-one sessions and figuring out what strategy is best for you. Everybody's different. Everybody has their own areas and preferences and niche. Broker Nation agents, make sure you reach out to me and let's set an appointment to go and do those one-on-ones. And the rest of you, if you have any requests for past trainings, we've done Instagram, Facebook, Google, we've done hyper-local strategies, we've done branding, lead generation. A popular one is our Foundation 101. So if there are any new agents or agents that are not sure where to even get started, that's for you. So reach out to me, steve@brokernation.net. I'll put it in the chat too, and request that. And I do provide those recordings and trainings of the recordings of the trainings. Some of them have classroom sessions attached to it, and they're supplied by request only. I don't make those public to the general public, just by request. And of course, to all of our internal agents, all of our Broker Nation agents have access to any of this material.
Excellent. Thank you, Steve. Just so you know, we do have 2 offices. We have North Miami office for Broker Nation. We have a North Miami office, which is our headquarters, and we have the Doral branch as well. And we do have another executive suite in Coral Spring, which we're working to grow that one as well. So we have 3 locations that if you're looking for a company that can help you excel and grow your business, we are available. And we also have mentorship programs that you can be part of if you want to, move into this business a lot faster and grow quicker. So we have those availabilities. Feel free to give us a call. If we can walk you through it, what offers, what we can offer you at Broker Nation Real Estate. We're 100% commission companies, but we take in many people that are looking to grow. As long as you're looking to grow and be successful in this business, we're here for you and to help you do that. So again, feel free to give us a call. My number is 305-873-4406. That's my personal number. If you have any questions about what we talked about today or the company or how we can help you in today's market. Again, I wanted to thank you, everybody, for joining us today, for engaging with us. I want everybody to have a happy Friday, an awesome weekend. And I'll give you some minute if you want to comment or if you want to look at the notes that we have in the chat, so you can save that for your records or information that you need from there. So feel free to do that. For agents that don't know Broker Nation, we do have in-house lenders. We have an in-house title company and legal services. Marta is joining us today. The company is Nations Trust. So any questions on legal matters or title, feel free to reach out to us. Marta, again, she's joining us today, and she's always a great support to the company, and we're super excited to have her joining us. So again, we have all the tools, we have all the support that you need, and which, again, that just means that we're here for you.
Hey, Daylon. Just a quick question. So in our first aid kit for FSBOs, it might also be helpful if Martha could provide us with like a down and dirty list of what documents or what to expect on the title side for the seller, if that's possible. What do you think, Martha?
I'm sorry, my internet, Judy, is that you?
No, it's Jane.
Oh, hi, Jane. Jane, can you repeat your question? My internet was going off when you were asking the question.
Sure. So I was saying, just like Miguel is offering to provide us with information that we can utilize for the FSBOs on their property, I was thinking if we could include something on the FSBO first aid kit regarding title, what to expect, what documents they'll need, the process, or maybe step-by-step, something simple, down and dirty about title that we could provide in the first aid kit.
Sure, I'll be happy to provide. I'll be happy to provide that, and I'll provide it to Steve and Dylan, and they can go ahead and provide it to the brokers, to the agents.
That would be awesome. Thank you so much.
That's a great idea, and I'll also include something there, with the wire fraud. I know Steve is putting it on there, and I think that every time we talk about it, we talk about how rampant the wire fraud is. So, I'll go ahead and add some information about the wire fraud and just some basic title work information, so that you have that in that kit. That it's a great idea. It's a great idea.
Okay, thanks, Martha.
You're welcome.
All right, guys, we'll share with you. I'll put together all the documents that you can probably put in your first buy owner first aid kit. Obviously, that anything that Martha can provide on that would be great. So I'll send you a list. You can probably put as many of that information as you want. Obviously, you want to include ways that people should be taking precautions nowadays. So you can probably add that to your marketing material. So, all right, guys. So thank you so much for again for joining us today. Have a wonderful weekend. Have a happy Friday, and be safe.
Thank you, guys.
Bye,
Thank
everybody.
you, everyone.
Care.
Thank you, Don. Same
Bye,
to you.
everybody. Take care.
Everyone just say goodbye and wave. I unmuted everybody, so you guys can say goodbye and wave, and have a great weekend. And we'll see you on Monday for Mindset Monday, 10 o'clock, okay?
All right. See you
Bye.
guys
Thank
later.
you.
Thank you.
Bye,
Thank
Steve.
you.
Guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye
Bye.
you.
bye.
Have a great weekend.
Thank you.
You too.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody. Bye.